Shawn Ray from MuscularDevelopment.com. We are at Gold's Gym, Venice, the home of Sergio Oliva Jr. and the reigning New York Pro Champion. How does that sound?
It does sound good, actually. It's the first time I heard that.
We are a long ways from sitting on that bench right over here when you were depleted, defeated, maybe a little bit confused, and it seemed like you had a million things on your mind, and the New York Pro Championships was just one of them. And now we are a few weeks later. You've got some carbs in you, clearly. How much are you weighing right now?
Yeah, I think I gained like 20 pounds for sure. I've been eating.
You got to be a little bit more comfortable. And not only that, you did it where your dad last competed. You did it with your mom in the audience. And you did it with a lot of people cheering for you because you were very public and very vocal about going out there, and everything was riding on that show. And I told you, Flex Wheeler was literally going to quit the USA Championships when he ultimately won that. And that worked to your favor, it seemed.
Yeah, you know, it's actually, I mean, I just felt like me and you were just talking and then there was a camera rolling. But yeah, I couldn't believe the amount of feedback I got from people either dealing with, not having actual financial help and just struggling and, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And then the other side, too, of people struggling with immigration and dealing with stuff like that. And that was definitely what took me kind of by surprise. I never really expected my story where I'm just kind of talking and letting people know how, what I'm dealing with to motivate people and actually kind of keep people going. So, I mean, I'm sure Flex, when he was talking about quitting, he probably does have somebody. Someone said something to him that probably kept him going and made him do that show and kind of lit a fire under his ass. And I think everyone has those stories or these people that they kind of latch onto and they use to kind of get them through that grunge. And man, if I could be that for people, that's great. Because
I was going to interject really quick. The irony of it is you were coming off of winning the national championships not 2 short years prior, and Flex was coming off being first runner-up to Mike Matarazzo in the '91 USA Championships right around the corner. So to be in those positions of victory and first runner-up and ready to actually quit, you literally had everything you had riding on that show. So does that make the victory that much sweeter for you?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, that's why I immediately lost it as soon as they announced Stella Rosa in second, and it was weird. I was like, I for sure was crying, and I was so in shock. But it's weird. It's a weird feeling to go into something and you had to do that, and then you're still shocked. I don't even know how to describe it, but. Yeah, it's literally a dream come true, and kind of the majority of the problems that I had were taken care of just with that. But it also kind of now lets me look to what's the next, what's the next step, and kind of going forward and stuff like that. And it made me realize too that it's never going to stop. It's always going to be something else, and it's really just how you deal with them. And that's kind of what I'm learning.
Well, and we covered that on the bench. I said, look, so you win the Nationals. Hey, where's the contract? Where's the money? Where's the fame? And then you kind of limp into this rookie show, and you win, and you're like, okay, all the fanfare and the carrot cake or whatever is your dessert that you like. But now you're going to have to do that all over again. The prize money doesn't last. The fame doesn't last. And then you realize on this level, you're going to graduate to the next level of competition, and you may potentially wind up finding yourself in that isolated place. Do you think there's an easier way to get there? Like right now in your downtime, in the calorie consumption time, what are you going to be doing to preserve the opportunity to make that next run again?
Well, right now I'm still just trying to get my life back together.
Yeah.
It's luckily I'm not back into that what's next on the competition level mode yet. I'm still just trying to fix all of really what I fucked up just trying to get to New York. I didn't even realize really how much I let go until I came back. My gas is turned off, and some of my bills are in collections. And man, even this place, they put my bill into collections, so I had to come and fix that. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm on cloud nine, man. Nothing can bring me down. I mean, I wish my girl was here, that I could do this with her. But yeah, now it's just more of like, get things together so that way I can go about it. But I will tell you this, though, I do get why bodybuilders do quit. I mean, I never got to that level where I said that to myself, like, this is it, like on how Flex was talking. I always felt like I'd figure something out. But I get it, because if people went through what I just went through, and then if I had lost, my mind would be a complete mess right now. I would be so lost. I would have no idea what I want to do or what I feel like I should be doing. And now, just because I got a magical placing, a magical trophy, it somehow made me now believe in fate and destiny. And, you know, I don't want to go into like a whole Kai rant about it, but I really do believe that I have no control over my life, and I need to just kind of ride this wave for however long it goes. I mean, if it goes all the way, that's great. I would love it. But I for sure used to be really pessimistic, and I know, Shawn, you know that I'm always kind of down about myself, and I'm never going to be good enough, and why does this always happen to me?
But isn't that the nature of our sport? Isn't it an OCD type sport that people get in? You're too small, you're too fat, you're getting picked on. It's a constant process of not being good enough. Isn't that a mental mind game that we all kind of play?
Yeah, and that's what I'm learning now, exactly, that I need to just stop bitching about it and realize that, yeah, I have no control over it, so I might as well just do what my life and the cards it's handed me. And
so organizationally, do you think contest prep is going to ground you, or the fact that you're not in contest prep, you can actually reorganize your thoughts?
Yeah, the fact that she's not here, and that's like the
when you say she, we're talking about your wife.
Yeah, my wife. Until she's here, that's kind of like a missing part in me, that I can't put anything together per se right now, but I feel like, yeah, as soon as she's here, and the process has started, so that's the best part. The worst part before was that the process hadn't even started yet because I didn't have enough money to even get those papers going. So at least that the process started. She is coming. It's not like she's being banned because she's a criminal or nothing. It's just a long ass process to get here. So as soon as she gets here, I feel like then it's going to finally be complete, and then, yeah, I'm going to be ready to rock, and I'm going to be ready to kill it, because if I could do this with how I did, I can't even imagine with even just a little bit less of a stress, because there's always going to be stress. There's always going to be things I have to deal with. But I will tell you this. I know I've only been in this game for 2 years as a pro, but I already know that there will never, ever be a prep harder than what I just went through.
Is there a possibility that you might go there to Australia and do some prep?
Man, I talk to Josh all the time, and he talks about how hard and expensive it is there, and how he even wants to not be there. Okay. So that definitely would not be the key, especially financially. Unless you're going to send me.
No, I'm good. I might do a muscle camp out there. But I was just thinking, in order to maybe help get some, I don't want to say closure, but maybe to expedite the distance between the two, maybe you go there, put in some time, train, maybe even organize some tours. And there's people that obviously follow bodybuilding. We know Tony Doherty's over there, and the bodybuilding is strong. Maybe there's some work over there for you.
Yeah, I actually already called Tony, because he actually gave my first guest post when I was an amateur, and he's definitely been in my corner since before even anyone was talking about me. But unfortunately, their bodybuilding year's over there. So that's the problem, is that there is no more appearances or anything. Because I promise you, that was the first person I called. I was like, please get me there. I need to see her. And he's like, yeah, there's not much he could do because it's just over.
Yeah. Okay, well, we get it. A lot of people have issues. Some people go through divorces. Right. Some people have kids. They have death in the family. So in taking that deep breath, and I kind of exhale because I'm looking at how big you grew since we were sitting on that bench. I'm like, and we just watched Dexter walk in, and Dorian is in the house. We just got done interviewing Danny Hester and Brianna. It seems like it's Celebrity Row here today, and everything's kind of back in order. You got your victory shirt on. Where do we go from here? I mean, I know that the wife is the first order of business, but where do we go? Are we sitting back looking at the landscape of the next contest coming up, and we're going to be a supporting fan? Or are we going in here to wreck these weights and start working on the next big show?
No, like we talked about before, and longevity and me being around Shawn and Dex, that's something that I still am on a big believer in, and that's not just also taking your time in the sport, it's also being able to take time away from the gym. And I was prepping for a long time for this one. January 1st I started prepping. So my joints are killing me, my body's hurting me. I'm still coming in here, and I'm kind of putting blood into my body. I don't want to go backwards, but no, I'm just not on that level right now. I'm kind of just trying to just heal from what I just went through, because my body's aching. And you could just be, oh, I'm just going to go in there and just kill it. You know, now that I have this win, I'm hungry, and I am. But I'm also aware of my body's an investment, and I know how to listen to it when it's speaking to me, and it's telling me to tap the brakes a little bit on the workout.